Hey, what is going on, tribe? So I just had this quick little thought thought or download or whatever about these these entities that we're dealing with at the moment, who are controlling things. So these entities will cause a problem and then be like, oh, there's a problem, and then all the masses are like, oh no, there is a problem, but then the masses don't realize that the entities are the actual ones that are causing the problem, if that makes sense. So obviously I'm out in the sun catching them rays, getting them light codes and shit. So I was sitting down, like I'm just here sitting down thinking, and I was like, wow, when I was in Thailand in January, I was sitting on the beach. No, not on the beach. Yeah, it was the beach actually. Sitting on the beach, not far from the hostel, in the hammock. I think might have been about midday or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But I was just in a hammock, and I was just rocking in the hammock, and the palm tree was. It was a palm tree or coconut tree. I don't know. It was one of the trees anyway. And it was basically shielding me from the sun, right? So I was like, you know what, yeah, Mother Earth is actually doing the most right now. Like, just in general, Mother Earth is just like everything we need is provided for. Food, shelter, warmth, all of it. It's all provided for from Mother Earth. But then you have these entities that are out there that want to make people pay for that. So I was sitting down thinking, like, wow, if that palm tree wasn't there at this time if this palm tree wasn't there at this exact time when I'm here, yeah, I would be getting fried to a crisp, because it was like 33 degrees. It was just hot. It's just hot. And I was like, you know what? Like, the trees are there shading us from the sun, and like all they need is a bit of water, and they're just protecting us from the sun. Yeah. So this comes to the topic where I'm thinking about now. Like, you know, in major cities, yeah. In major cities, London, New York, Tokyo, like major cities, even Bangkok, but it's already hot in Bangkok anyway. But in major cities, obviously they've cut down all the trees and put all this concrete there, right? And then wonder why it's getting so hot, because it's not natural. You're putting concrete where trees should be. Trees are natural, like they provide shade. When the wind blows, like it's like its own natural air conditioning system, right? So yeah, they cut down all the trees, build houses, build these great buildings, skyscrapers and shit. And we're just surrounded by concrete, but then wonder why in the cities it gets so hot and it's unbearable, and it's humid and people can't breathe. The air pollution is terrible, and they're wondering why it's like this. But yeah, they're saying, oh yeah, it's getting hotter and this and that, but it's actually them that's creating it. So annoying. But yeah, it's just interesting. Like, literally, Mother Earth. Someone's got a drone out. That's sick. Someone's got a drone. Just taking in the view of the alright, let me show you guys. Just taking in the view of the heath. Yeah, taking in them sun codes and that vitamin D while I can, or whatever. But it's just interesting, man, to try not to erase this thing. Yeah, because things are happening, innit? Like, things are happening, and it's just very interesting. Like, the world isn't what it used to be, and there's some of us who are kind of already, I wouldn't say out of it to a certain degree, but I'm in a totally different realm than a lot of other people, if that makes sense. And I know there's a few people that are in the same realm that I'm in, and it's not the 3D realm. Like, everything that's going on, like, down there, I'm not really a part of it. I'm just kind of observing it, if that makes sense, and not trying to get too attached to it and stuff. Even with the whole LGBT T, whatever, the alphabet shit that's going on. Like, that is just with the whole trans thing and stuff that's going on. It's just like, I'm glad I haven't got I've got TV, but I ain't got normal channels. I just got Netflix and YouTube and old school DVDs that I like to enjoy, because watching adverts is just I can't remember the last time I've seen a TV advert, but I know there's been a lot of this trans crap going on with all the adverts and all this stuff like that, and just programming and advertising, more consumerism, trying to keep people stuck in this false illusion or projection of reality that doesn't really exist, but people think it exists because it feels real. Which is mad. But yeah, it's just about trying to just disconnect from that. Like I was saying in my little short, like, we are literally the new age hippies, man. Like, trying to get in touch with nature, trying to ground, trying to take better care of the vessel, trying to connect with one another on a deeper level, not just, oh yeah, how's the weather? Did you see the football? Like, trying to bond and connect with people on a deep, meaningful level, and just trying to enjoy life, because we're human beings, yeah? Just being should be enough, but for some reason society has turned us into humans doing, yeah? If you're not doing something, you're feeling inadequate. I should be doing this, I should be doing that. You shouldn't be doing anything. So I think a lot of people put a lot of pressure and strain on themselves for having to do certain things that is just pressure from external sources, if that makes sense. Like, people, you've got to do what you want to do and enjoy your life, because it's your life to live, not someone else's life, and you can't have someone else dictate to you what you should and shouldn't be doing, because they are not you. There is only one you. Well, there is only one you, but we are all connected. We are all one. So you got to do what's right for you, man, and just disconnect and get more in touch with who you really are, because everything right now, just the way society is in general, will have you looking externally for something when what you're searching for is only internal, right? So that's why you've got all this technology, all the consumerism, all the material stuff. It's just taking you more away from yourself. The more possessions you have, the more the possessions own you. The more you own, the more the things that own you. There we go. So the less you have, the more happier you are to a certain, because even when in Thailand and stuff, when I was there, it's like people didn't have anything, but people had a lot less and were a lot happier than coming back over to the UK, where people have a lot more and a lot more sad. So I know where I would want to be. I want to be with the people that have a lot less and be happy, than be with the people that have more and that are just miserable and depressed, because they more worried about fucking the material shit. Oh yeah, this, that, and stuff that really doesn't matter. Because I remember, where was it? It was last year. It was funny enough. It was last year. When I when I was on my little shroom trip. I had a shroom trip, and I was decided to come up to the Heath or whatever. So I was all tripping on shrooms. I met some people, and then we started hanging out and stuff, and we was having this deep convo, and then I was like, all right, cool. So then they ended up leaving, so I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna start heading back now. So then I started walking back now, and then there was a fun fair going on, so I was like, all right, cool, I'm going on the biggest ride in the fun fair, like kind of tripping, should I say. So that was kind of fun. But I just remember getting on the ride, and then there was this woman that was who got on the ride as well, and it was one of them big ones that spin round and stuff. So she got on the ride, and she was just holding onto her bag, like her Prada bag, and I'm like, dude, like, you're clutching your bag, you're not even holding the restraints, so you're more worried about your bag than your life. It doesn't make no sense. So I'm just like looking at her, because I'm holding the things, and I'm like, like, your bag is ruling, like, you're clutching the bag, like, it's like, it's your possessions, but your life is more important than the bag, than the Prada bag. I don't know how much a bloody Prada bag is, but I was thinking, wow, so you're not like, you're scared to put the bag down to hold the restraints. So if things were to happen, like you're just, your bag is more important than your life, is what I'm trying to say. So your possessions end up taking over and controlling you, basically, to a certain degree. Like, yeah, you don't want to part with your possessions and shit. And it's like, dude, like, there's so much more going on. Life is more deeper than that, man. Like, come on. Like, yeah, it's just mad. It's just mad. But yeah, there's this. It's just interesting. It's just very interesting, man. Everything that's going on and the realm that we're in, because there's like 3 different realms coexisting at the moment, and depending where you're at vibrational wise. Oh, funny enough, I've got a channeled message that I'm going to share with you guys later on as well. But yeah, and funny enough, it's about vibration. Depending where you're at vibrational wise, you're going to be either in the 3rd, 4th or 5th dimension, right? Because Mother Earth is already on like vibrating at a 5th dimensional level, and we are feeling that on an energetic level, and then the physical body is trying to match that. So depending where you're at is going to be your experience, right? So if you're in the 3rd dimension, or vibrating at the 3rd dimensional level, you'll probably be more interested in material stuff, caught up in the news, caught up in what's going on a physical level. Yeah, and just kind of, in a way, out of touch with yourself. When you start entering the 4th dimension, you start questioning life on a deeper level. You start trying to understand who you are. You start understanding how the world works differently to what we're being fed and told. And there's a lot more out there than what you're being shown, right? And then the 5th dimensional is when you're at bliss, but we're not there yet. So you can dive in and dive out of the 5th dimensional energies, but we can't maintain it at the moment, is what I'm getting. Because yes, some people, not everyone is ready for it, and as a collective, we're all at different levels in this whole awakening as an ascension. And everyone awakens when they are ready to, and some people will choose not to. So I don't know what's going to happen to them lot. But so we can't stay at this 5th dimensional vibration, because not everyone is ready for it. But so you can dive into it and dive out of it. So depending where you're at, you're going to be experiencing different things, which is just interesting. When you're in touch with nature, and just disconnected from the 3D realm, the material realm, should we say, the denseness, life is just totally, like, nature coexists with itself, should we say. Like, the animals coexist with nature. Nothing is trying to compete with anything else. Everything is how it should be. Everything will blossom when it's meant to blossom, right? And this is what we're trying to get back to, like coexisting with nature instead of destroy. Well, it's not us destroying it, to be fair, it's these entities. But yeah, even with the consumerism and materialism, that's also destroying the planet as well. So the less you have, the better, in a way. But yeah, it's just very interesting times. But yeah, yeah, we are officially the new age hippies. Like, just trying to get in touch with oneself, trying to get in touch with the planet, connect, and just peace and love, really. Yeah, there's nothing more better than peace and love. Like, what more do you want? To be at peace and to be loved. There's nothing more. Like, what more can you ask for? And just being as present as possible, because it's an experience, a human experience, and most people are missing out the experience by doing things that they don't enjoy and just missing out the moment. Like the other day, I'm trying to be as present as possible these days. Well, more and more, should I say? Like, even getting on the bus without headphones on and taking in your surroundings and stuff. Which is interesting, which I've started doing more, because like most of the time when I go into the 3D realm, like going into the supermarkets and just just interacting in the 3D realm is just so it's horrible. It is horrible. Like going into the supermarkets, like even going into a place the other day, like yeah, can I have a coffee? I was like, yeah, took out the cash, and he's like, yeah, no, we don't take cash. And I'm like, right, cool, see you later. Like, dude, if you're not taking cash, like, it's money. If you don't want it, then fine, that's not a me problem. And then it's just like, yeah, they got all these self checkouts. The lines are building up, and it's like, dude, I'm paying, and you're trying to control how I'm paying. That doesn't make no sense. Yeah, so the 3D realm is horrendous, man. So yeah, just been shopping in more of the local shops. But even with the local shops, man, like, yeah, even with the local shops, they're taking the piss as well. Everything's just taking the piss right now, man. It's like, fucking hell, man. Like, yeah, like last week I was getting like 4 lemons for £1, and now you're trying to tell me, yeah, it's 3 for £1. Move. I'm going to another shop and getting 4 for £1, bruv. It's not happening, innit? Like, you're just losing money. Like, I know we're in some crisis with money and shit right now, but like, it's not real. Like, it's a piece of paper that has no value. So it's, yeah, people are chasing stuff that chasing stuff that is irrelevant. Like, if you're going to be chasing money, or just chasing money, you're going to be chasing for a very long time, because numbers don't have an end, and money is just numbers, really. Like digital money, it's not real. Like, I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon, because I'm just taking in the sun. I'm trying to recharge up and make the most of this before we have to dive back into the 3D realm and do more purging, should we say. But peace, love and light, tribe. I'm gonna hit you guys up.